Hi guys, back here with another video. This is a review of the new WWE Hogan 86 Championship belt. This replica was released, I believe, this year in 2024. So it's new. It's a very good quality replica. It's got the 6mm plates. It's dual plated. If you guys remember, the 2000s version was 2mm and it was all gold. It wasn't very accurate. This one is accurate. It does have the dual plating and it's much better quality with the updated plates, which are thicker and they have the deeper stamping and more detail. This came with a really nice bag. It's gold. It's two different materials. It's black on the back with that velvety texture, the ones that the normal WWE belts come with. But the front is like a plastic. It's what like some tracksuits are made out of, that like plasticky material. It's really nice. It's quite shiny. It's gold. I think this would have looked better if it was black. Red. If this was red and gold, that would be the Hogan colours. But it's black. I think red would have looked much better. On the WWE site, it says WWE 86 Classic Replica. It doesn't say Hogan 86. I'm not sure why, considering everybody knows that this is a Hogan belt. So just a little something to think about, I guess. It's not really a big deal. Everybody knows it's a Hogan 86. I think it just they just haven't put Hogan on there. So let's get into the review. It's got the standard tip. I believe the 87 version said Hogan on it. This one doesn't. To be honest, I did not get this because it was Hulk Hogan's belt. I strictly got it because I love the design. It's such a beautiful belt. That's the only reason I got it. I never got it because Hogan held it. Even though I know that is his belt, I did not get it for that reason. Really nice tip. It's a bit thinner than the usual ones, I believe. Or maybe it's the same thickness. But it is quite heavy, really nicely done. Standard two-piece tip. Then it's got the snap box. I'm not sure if this is the original snap box that the original belt came on. But it is nice. It's 2x5. They don't put the green tape on these anymore, or the blue tape. They use these little square pieces of plastic to cover the snaps. But they are hard to get off because they are sticky on the other end. So you can see that one of them is still on there. It just protects the snaps. Personally, I don't really like it. It's got like I wouldn't say it's the shell tooling or the camouflage tooling. It's just shapes. That looks like a triangle. That looks like a rectangle. It just looks like random shapes pressed into the strap. I don't know how accurate that is, because this was made in 86, so it was made nearly 40 years ago, so a long time. It's got the WWE block logo stamped in. It's not exactly the block logo because it does have like a wine type of look. So it's not just pure block letters, they are like curved off, kind of like a wine look. It does look good. And instead of saying WWE like in one line going down, it says it in steps. So WWE, so it's going across. I really like this. It's got like a flower pattern with like a, it's not barbed wire, it's like cross tooling going between the flowers. And there you can see the beveled lines. The strap is not very flexible, so that's something to consider. You can always get it re-levered. I'm just going to move the bag. So normally the Reggie tooling would be the standard Reggie shell tooling, which would close off here, and then it would have a WWF logo plate depending on which version. I think that was the 87 version. But this one, there's no close off line here, it's just completely goes to the edge of the snap box. Same on this side, 2x8 standard snaps. This tooling goes all around, it's really nice. Normally the tip would be left exposed on this side, like it'd be like a Reggie style squared off tip with the beveled lines, but this goes fully around. It is a nice touch. Again, I don't know if that's accurate. Quite a thick strap, really stiff. There's not really much give to it, you can see, but it's perfect for display. But obviously you can get it re-levered. So onto the plates. These are 6mm thick, really nice dual plating. You can tell that this is silver and you can tell that this is gold. They really have done a good job on the dual plating. The pinwheel pattern, I call them pinwheels. I'm not sure what you guys refer them to. If they're pinwheels or like Ferris wheels, I'm not sure. It's really nicely done. You can see the individual lines. Obviously, it is very finely done, so you might not be able to see it with the naked eye, but you can see it on camera. Really nice gold. And you can clearly make the distinction between the gold and the dual plating, even behind the WWE logo. This logo looks really good on this belt. I had an Avaz version of the 86 with obviously the WWF logo, but I did sell that. It was really good quality, but you know, the etching was a hit and a miss, which is with most overseas belts. It had those wavy patterns as well in the plating. So I'm really happy I got this. Not that that was a bad belt, I absolutely love that belt. But this one, I think it's better. And you know the plating's not going to fade. It's a mirrored nickel, but it's also got that cloudy type of look behind it. So it's not like a full mirror. Obviously, like here you can see me, you can see my phone. But it's not fully reflective. It's got that slight cloudiness or like a brushed metal look to it, which I do like. You can see the wording of the flags, Italy. Not the thickest stamping, but it is better than the 2mm version. The paint's nice. I think it's that resin stuff. The only thing I would change on this belt, the letters could be a bit bigger on the flags. Like if you're looking at them on the camera, you can see them fine. If you're looking at them in person, then it's a bit hard to see. I think they could be slightly bigger. Then you've got the Russia flag, you've got United Kingdom, and you've got Australia. Really nice blue. Again, I think it's that resin stuff. Same pinwheel pattern going along the columns. You might be able to tell, it's very subtle. I think it's a nice touch. I don't know how accurate it is. Obviously, if you know about flags, then it's definitely not accurate. But I don't know if Reggie did the same thing on the belt. These lines that are supposed to be red in between the white, they are gold. I think it's a nice touch. Obviously, they're supposed to be red. I don't know if it's accurate to the TV belt, but it is a nice touch. Maybe they did it just for the look. But you can still tell that it's a Union Jack. Next, Japan. Then you've got Canada. I believe this is the new Canadian flag. It's different to the one that's on the NWA Dem Globe. Again, really nice dual plating. These plates are slightly curved, very slightly. United States flag, obviously on the real one it was red. There was no white stripes, they were fully red. I don't know why Reggie did that, but to be honest, I do prefer the red white stripes instead of all red. It just looks better. It's much easier on the eyes. Then you've got the Mexico flag, and they've done a good job. You can see the detail in the emblem. Really nice. This is silver, I believe. You can see Mexico. Now onto the main plate. One thing about the side plates, instead of being flat on the corners, they are very slightly curved. Not curved, but they're slanted. So instead of going flat down like normal plates, it's at an angle. It's like a slope. If you can see, it's a bit more visible on the main plate. So there you can see. You can see that the edge doesn't go fully flat down. It actually slants like a slope. So that's a nice touch. One thing about WWE plates compared to overseas belts, they are very smooth. Some overseas belts do have like rough finishes. These are just very smooth. It's like you're running your finger against silk. Very smooth, very nice. You know you're not going to cut yourself or catch yourself when you're doing this. Now onto the main plate. It does have a nice curve. I can fit my hand underneath there fully, so really nice curve. Normally I would show this on the desk, but my desk does have some other belts on it. But it does have a nice decent curve. Now you've got the same, so you've got gold outside, and then you've got the pinwheel column going up, and then you've got the nickel plating in the background. You've got like a Roman column, like a pillar, really nice, it's gold. And then you've got like a vine pattern going inside of it on the edges of the globe. The etching is a lot deeper on the main plate than it is on the side plates. You can definitely tell. You might not be able to tell on camera, but if you touch it, you can tell that this part is deeper than the side plates. And then I think, I'm not sure what this is supposed to be. A globe or something, or a crown, I never really realised. But it's very nicely done, very clean detail. Then you've got WWE logo, World Heavyweight Wrestling Champion. So It's got the same wording that the big gold had, the World Heavyweight Wrestling Champion. You can see the globe. I'm not sure how accurate the globe is to the TV one, but it does look really good. Nice blue. The blue is a lot darker in person. I wish they could have made it slightly lighter, because in certain lighting you can't even tell that it's blue. It's just a really, really dark blue. It looks brighter on camera. I don't know if this is the resin, but it is very thick, so it's quite deep here. But when it comes to the edges, it completely goes up to the edge. So it is quite a thick layer of paint. But you can see how deep that etching is, or the stamping. Really nice. It's got the vine pattern going around. And then it's got like the rope pattern. It's got a rope border. Really nice, very well done. It's like a big gold type of rope border, or similar to the NWA Dome Globe. And then it's got floral. I think this is supposed to be a crown. If anybody knows, please let me know. I believe that's supposed to be a crown. That's upside down, I think. It's like a really nice vine floral. And then it's got a star right there. I just love this belt. Again, I didn't get it because it was Hogan's belt. I got it purely for the design. You can see how well that gold is. And nice deep stamping. The nickel between the letters. The back. Really not much to show on the back. Standard WWE strap, covered screws, which is nice. It's more TV accurate, but if you do want to get it re-levered, then you have to cut these out and then get the new strap, so it can be a bit difficult. Flexibility, not really much at all. I've been trying to break it in, but I don't want to break it in too much because I don't want the strap to crack. But for display, it's fine. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put this on the shoulder, around the waist, and then give you guys my final thoughts. That's how it looks on the... I'll close the window. That's how it looks on the waist. Really nice. Again, it's not a big belt. I'd say the main plate is probably wider than the Winged Eagle in terms of width, but in terms of height, it's not too, it's not overly high. I'd probably say it's about 9 to 10 inches. It does have a curve, so it fits really nicely around the waist. The side plates have a slight curve, so they do fit a bit better around the waist. I'll show it on the shoulder. That's how it looks on the shoulder. Again, a really nice size. I love the size of this belt. It's not too small, it's not too big. I'd say it's a really, mid-size belt. It fits alright on the shoulder. Again, the strap, not very flexible, but it is fine for display. Obviously, if you get it re-levered, it'd feel much better. So that's how it looks on the shoulder and the waist. I'll give you guys my final thoughts. Okay guys, so that's my review of the Hogan 86 replica. Would I recommend this belt? Definitely yes. Before, I used to worry about the logos, or it says WWE, not WWF, but I'm kind of leaning away from that stuff now. If I like the belt and it looks good to me, then I'm gonna buy it. I'm not too worried about logos. And how often do you hear them say Hogan was the WWF champion? They always say Hogan was the WWE champion, or Austin was the WWE champion. They never say WWF anymore. So for that reason, I'm not really too bothered. And this really is a fantastic replica. Normally this sells for £450. They had it on sale on Kitbag, KITBAG, Kitbag in the UK. It was a bit of a weird thing. On WWE Euroshop they had it for £450, and then they had it for £367, which was a pretty big saving. But on Kitbag they had it for £337, so they had it £30 less, even more on the other website. So luckily I was just browsing through both of the websites and I saw that it was much cheaper on the Kitbag rather than the WWE, so I purchased it, and I definitely don't regret getting this belt. If you're on the fence about getting this belt, definitely don't be. It's a fantastic replica. It's got really nice dual plating. It's got really nice detail, nice deep stamping, deeper on the main plate than the side plates, but that's not really a big deal. The paint is a bit thick in certain areas. Obviously, if you get it repainted, it's going to be better. But if it's for display, then this looks absolutely perfect. The leather looks brilliant, it really does. It's very detailed with the flower tooling and the tooling around the snap box and inside the snap box. If you want to get it re-levered, that's going to improve the flexibility. But for display, this is more than what you need. It stands up by itself. You don't need to worry about it falling. I'm pushing it quite hard and it's not falling. So for display, it's going to be perfect. So guys, would I recommend this belt? Definitely yes. If you're on the fence about it, get it. You're not going to get a better belt than this. Obviously, if you go for HD or Classic Shields or Orm or Navas HD or Altair HD, then you're going to get a bit more of a realistic look rather than the stamped plates. But for what you're paying, you're getting a very solid replica, which is a good representation of the real thing. And if you can live with the WWE logo, it really doesn't look bad. It really doesn't. Like, it doesn't look good on certain belts, but because this belt has a symmetrical design, like everything's symmetrical, there's no, one part looks different than the other. The plate, it just really suits this belt. And it suits the side plates as well. So if you can live with the logo, then definitely get this. Obviously, you can get it re-levered at your own cost. Would I recommend a re-lever? If you want the real feel and the real look, yes. If you want to keep it on display, then save your money. Just snap it up and put it on display and it should be fine. So guys, that's it for this review. I wanted to try and keep it as short as possible. It's gone about 23 minutes, so if you guys have watched until the end, thank you. Please give this video a big thumbs up, leave a like, leave a comment, share the video to your friends, share it on the Facebook groups. I hope this video helps you make your choice about this belt. I definitely recommend it. Please subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you are notified whenever I upload a new video. And as always, thanks for watching.